active crime scene. There's no mistaking it. Unequivocally, that law enforcement is arriving at this scene. Different groups, different units. So many people in paramilitary gear are here now, sidearms in their hands, moving through what remains of the people inside the park. Most of the crowd is gone, but they're moving out the rest of us. They have now moved everybody to a perimeter so they can deploy, it appears to be more resources, more investigators, more officers on site. This is a law enforcement response, the likes of which I've never seen before, though this is an incident, the likes of which we haven't seen in modern times. Historic security failure. When you recognize the amount of law enforcement here, the fact that everybody had to be wanded or go through magnetometers, everybody had to be screened. How something like this can happen is an answer that we'll be seeking, but it may not be easy to come.
Scott, thank you so much for that report. So a helicopter has landed, and did you see anyone get into the helicopter, or was it too far away?
It was behind the stage, Adriana. It landed down for about 3 or 4 minutes, took back off up into the sky. Took off twice, in fact, up into the sky. We see so many folks in paramilitary gear who were invisible to us before and during this rally. They were either here in a covert way during the remarks from the former president, or they have arrived since. And anybody who's anywhere near the inside area, inside the bike rack surrounded perimeter, is being stopped by investigators and questioned. So it's a good way of motivating people to get out.
This is an active crime scene, as you said, Scott. So many questions that are still open, most notably, who did this? How did they get into the area? How did this happen? What is the condition of the former president? We are told by the Secret Service that he is safe, but where is he? He was hustled out of that area by the Secret Service in a motorcade. Is he in a hospital? Is he still in a car? Is he still in the area? We're being told that the governor of Pennsylvania has also been briefed on the situation. He said that violence targeted at any political party or political leader is absolutely unacceptable. He says that Pennsylvania State Police are on the scene in Butler County and working with federal and local partners. The governor of Pennsylvania briefed, the White House briefed. I'm just getting some more notes here. We're also being told that a local emergency room physician saw a man who was shot in the head. We don't know who this person was. Clearly, it's possible that someone else may have been hit when shots rang out at this event. Clearly, this is a chaotic scene. There were thousands of people at this rally. And, you know, Bob, I know that you've covered plenty of these. What is the sense of security when you're there? I mean, you go through all of these checks, but still, you're packed into a small space with thousands of other people at a time when emotions are running high. What is it like to be inside one of these rallies?
It's a very intense environment. It's a very crowded environment. And our reporting, as you just noted, is that there's concern that there's not a real sense yet of whether this was one shooter or what exactly happened. I have sources who were at the rally texting me right now saying there's bedlam on the scene. There's concern about what exactly happened. Were there multiple shooters or not? Are people safe? And so for the Trump rally, what you're seeing there on screen is what often it follows former President Trump as he's on the campaign trail. He's alone on stage. The Secret Service stands about 5 to 10 paces off. And you have between 5 to 15 or sometimes even 20 to 25,000 people. He often goes to arenas, some of the minor league hockey arenas around the country in smaller cities, but often in the summer and springtime, he's outside. And you have to go through a long line of Secret Service to get into the event, to make sure you're fully go through a magnetometer to see if you have any kind of weapon or metal on you. And so it's a very slow and orderly process to get into these events. Secret Service has presence not just at the immediate site, but at surrounding neighborhood locations. This is an unusual one, and that former President Trump usually has a wider stage. This is a bit of a smaller rally in the small area of Butler, Pennsylvania.
And you bring up an important point. We don't know yet what the scope was. Who opened fire? Was there more than one person? Was there more than one person hit? We're seeing reports of someone else possibly conducting CPR at the scene, but it's just too early to know. We are still getting information in, but this is a horrific moment in American history. No matter what the outcome is, he is safe, we're being told, but it doesn't change the fact that this is truly historic.